Bring you some hanging around Instagram. All right, let's get this thing rolling here. All right, let's get some audio.
The canonization of Paulo Judas, the prayer will be answered on the 7th day of September this year. Lord, we were so grateful. Some of us kneeling and some of us standing, praying in union with your Blessed Mother, who have been praying for.
So, a powerful sign of Catholic revival in Ireland, an elderly man kneels on the rain-soaked street praying the rosary for unwavering devotion amidst the downpour. And Japan First Party took out a rally to deport Muslims from Japan. Even the Japanese are fed up. And China's doing the same thing too, by the way, guys. Iran retaliates with missiles. So Iran fired a barrage of ballistic missiles to Israel in counterstrike on June 13 after Israel targeted its nuclear and military sites. Explosions were heard in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. And air raid sirens sounded across Israel as the authorities.
عرض سلام دارم.
Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and warned that it must expect severe punishment. In Iran, projectiles hit Tehran's Mirbad International Airport as Israel strikes continue. So this was a day ago, guys. Airlines have been canceled or diverted thousands of flights. Iran retaliates with missile strikes on Israel. So here it is. These pro-Palestinian activists were removed from Berlin's Humboldt University. And some banners are under investigation for criminal prosecution. And locals this is I think in Ireland, where the house belonging to a family of the foreigners who have arrested for raping a young girl in the area. So the locals are not putting up with it no more. It's game over. Yeah, that's it. People aren't putting it up. People are taking their countries back. It doesn't take much to take your country back. Trust me, it doesn't take much. You can take your country back. And
boys, this is only a start and what's to come here. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be hard. We're all going to have to do things we're not going to like. Yeah? Yeah, for the kids. Right? Yeah, this is what you're doing. The kids. If you enjoy this land, this is not a joke, folks. This ain't no...
Yep, I don't want my kids to, when they get older, to see what did my dad do during this war? What did my dad do during this fight? My dad didn't sit back. My dad spoke up. He lost his business, doing it. He lost a lot of things doing it. A lot of friends, a lot of family. I lost a lot speaking up and trying to wake people up. And Seattle police moves in and clears out rioters. So rioters are getting moved along. These are all rioters that are being bought and paid for $200. Most of them, they don't even know what the cause is. They're just going there to start problems. And protesters continue to erupt in Spain as police rise up against far-left socialist prime minister. You won't see this on legacy media. Santos Populares. Hey guys, it's popular saints in Portugal. Festivals across Portugal: Saint Antonio, San Antonio, Santa Maria, Saint John. Lots of festivities across Portugal kick off. They started last week, so there's your Bifanas. That started last week, folks, but we're a little bit late to the party, but festivities across Portugal all summer long. And in England, locals in Egypt pelt pro-Palestinian protesters, liberal Westerners with trash. So locals in Egypt pelt pro-Palestinian because the Egyptians know the situation. The Egyptians are not dumb to the situation. So pro-Palestinian protesting will get whacked there. And protests erupt for a second night in a row in Ballymena, Northern Ireland, following the rape of a teenage girl. This is another angle of the situation, folks, that we mentioned earlier in the earlier video. Oh, it's game over. It's absolutely game over. It's done. Ireland's got the keys now to take its country back. And Venezuela immigrant compares Canada to Venezuela.
Step by step, because it's a script from communism. Simple as like that. That's all that I can say.
Canada's basically coasting into communism. Watch the 2017 Mike in the Night. Socialism to communism. Canada's oh God, what's it called? Canada's progression towards communism. 2017 Mike in the Night. That was a good one, actually, really good one. And Irishman speaks facts.
And don't seem to be listening to the people. It's time to close the borders. Poverty is rampant in our country, and yet people have to sit back and watch illegal immigrants walk into our country, into top of the range hotels. Why aren't our homeless in the likes of the Holiday Inn or these big lovely hotels? Why aren't they getting the meals a day? I'm a taxpayer. I'm a plasterer by trade. I'm a taxi man. And now I'm a councillor. I paid my taxes all my life. I want the single mother that was left behind to get my taxes. I want the people struggling with addiction to get the services out of my taxes. I want young couples out who are trying to get on the property ladder or rent the property, them to get my taxes. I don't want illegal immigrants that are coming in and sponging off the state, pretending that they're in integration. And what about our citizens? What about our daughters? My daughter goes out with her friends. Why should parents in Ireland have to stay up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, worrying will their daughter walk in the door? Why is that? Why should I have to worry about that? Why do I have to worry when my young kids go over to the shop? Are they going to come back? I have to collect them from this game. I have to bring them to this training. We didn't have to live with that before. Yeah, we had a few problems, but not to what we're getting now. Children.
So it's about the children, folks. And Israel, more strikes, missile strikes here. I think we covered this one. I'm just getting doubles and triples of it. And protests against ICE raids broken up in Seattle. There's another angle on footage of that. Yeah, protesters are getting $200, a brick, and a Molotov cocktail. So they're equipping protesters with bricks now. And 60,000 people worship Jesus in Netherlands. And this is how UK got. So this is how you get a house in the UK. Yeah, there you go. That's how you
This
get
is
a
how
house.
you get a house in the UK.
All right, let's watch it one more time.
The man. This is how you get
man.
Oops. Where were we? Let's go back to where we were, guys. 1 second here. Let's find out where we were here. There we go. Let's keep going. So that moment, a romantic walk around, you realize a romantic walk under the sun, the Eiffel Tower wasn't such a great idea. Oh yeah, that's Migrant City, man. Migrant City. There's the Eiffel Tower. If you guys think the video's fake, there it is. It's not fake. Yeah. What are you filming me for? This is my country now. What are you filming me for? You're in my country. And Italian police explain to fake asylum seeker that women cannot be touched without permission. So there was an asylum seeker that was grabbing women. That's happened quite a few times, actually. Yeah, they gotta tase him. They gotta put him down. They gotta explain to him that he can't touch women without permission. And before California, before and after liberals. There it is, right there. Before and after liberals. That's what you got now. You got someone stealing fake plastic phones that don't even work. And you got the hood. And you got Skid Row. And, yeah, before and after liberals. That's why stay conservative, people. Stay with God. Stay with Jesus. Keep your families together. Don't divide the families. Look out for each other. Love one another. Just follow the Ten Commandments, man. And another view on the missile strikes in Tel Aviv. This is another view here. Different footage here. The raining down here. So much for the Iron Dome system. And I wanted to bring this up. 1 million Iranians have turned to Christ. This is very important. I wanted to add this one. It's just a photo. But 1 million Iranians have turned to Christ. I told you Christianity is the growing. Catholicism is one of the strongest growing religions now on the planet. In every country. And downtown LA right now. This was 2 nights ago, but... So all the negativity they're showing you, there's a lot of positivity happening. Praise the Lord. And Catholic group transformed the heart of New York City in a place of prayer.
Catholics gathered in Times Square to celebrate the vigil, transforming the bustling heart of New York City into a space of prayer and praise. Led by the Fire of God community and St. Pancras Church, the faithful shared hymns, scripture, and heartfelt conversations about faith. The event...
Oh, there it is, folks. And Toronto counts down to the first World Cup match in 365 days. Guys, the World Cup is a distraction. FIFA was investigated in 2017 and 18. FIFA was investigated by the CIA. And there was a lot of match fixing. Referees were betting on matches that they were reffing. This is all fake. This is all propaganda. This is all fake. Everything is fake. So they're counting down the days with taxpayer dollar signs to a fake event that is staged. What World Cup? When Germany won the World Cup, Adidas paid FIFA $100 million for both their shirts to be in the finals. We could go back to a lot of World Cups, and I could be picking out a lot of things that happen in these World Cups. It's all fake, it's garbage, and it's not real. One-sided reffing is real. And Israel launches... There's another angle here of a building burning in Israel. And 2 Chinese citizens.
Charged with smuggling a dangerous biological pathogen into the United States. And this pathogen is considered a serious threat to our food supply and thus our national security. Fox's David Spunt is here with all the details. David, this is terrifying.
Laura, it really is quite an interesting story. According to the Justice Department, one of them worked at a laboratory connected to the University of Michigan. The FBI arrested 33-year-old Yu Qing Zhan for allegedly smuggling in a fungus called Fusarium graminearum, which could be used as an agroterrorism weapon. The gases from the fungus could cause liver damage, vomiting, and reproductive defects in humans and livestock. DOJ officials say Zhan has direct ties to the Chinese Communist Party, and she...
Of course! Brampton, Canada. Watch this. Look at Canada, guys. Canada, this is the safest country in the Milky Way galaxy. Look at this. The guy pumping his gas. He's pumping his gas, folks. And a guy comes around. Boom! Headlock. Choke him out. That's it. Yeah, it's Canada, folks. This is why I keep telling Americans, keep your guns. Buy 24, have 24 guns on hand. 24 guns to protect all the other guns. Right? And in Canada, you know what? Let me tell you something about Canada, folks. And in Canada, they will deem this as a civil matter. This is not breaking the law in Canada. This is a civil matter in Canada. Or forming an opinion. There are some people say that, well, they're just forming an opinion, right? And Our Lady of Nossa Senhora de Graças has arrived in Brazil. And congratulations. There it is. You found the woman's page. So I just had to put this on here tonight. This is the weirdest thing. She's riding on her rotor, her brake rotor. And she's just driving like there's nothing wrong with her car. That is I don't know what to tell you. It's not even like AI. This is real. And Indian international students spotted driving on the sidewalk in Brampton. Of course! Entitlement. What do you think? You come to Canada, you get entitlement. And festivities in Portugal after winning the Nations Cup. Big festivities. I was watching this game. Oh boy, was I ever watching this game with my family. We all got together for the reunion. Last time we did watch this was with my dad, and last time we watched this tournament was with my dad when he was alive. But there it is right there, folks. We ended up taking this. And around 400,000 Muslims marched through the streets of Moscow chanting Allahu Akbar for the last day of Eid. So that's 400,000 Muslims in Moscow chanting. There you go. And that's not any camera tricks there, folks. That's a lot of people. And this is what they're trying to stripe. What did that say? Under the cover of darkness. Oh, yeah. We covered this last year. 300 Chinese fishing vessels stalking just outside of Argentinian waters. We covered this last year. And that was something... you're enjoying life in the year 1981. This is 1981, folks. This is what life was like in America. Canada was like this too. Kids out and about. Everyone was so happy. Everyone was so proud. Everybody just cared. Everybody looked out for each other. It was just different. It was a different life. It was a different life then. Life in 1981, folks. People waved at cameras. Block parties. And the new French burning flags, coming to France and burning the French flag in France. I think you better just go back to the country you came from and just, deport them all. And Ireland, this is Ireland, get them out. They are fed up. Yep, get them out. And riots in Northern Ireland.
Interpreter.
And what else we got? LAPD arrests multiple looters as stores across downtown LA are ransacked. Several detained outside MedMen. That's what we got for you guys this week. This week on Hanging Around Instagram.